Chapter 10, Homeroom, pages 61 through 74. Thursday, cotton candy pink. I hate pink, but the scarf looks good on Sabine. Her skin is the lightest brown, silky smooth. I told her sorry, and she smiled, saying, "No worries." I waved to Ben. Sabine and Ben both make homeroom home. Nice. 2 weeks, and I feel like the three of us were always meant to be friends. Gather around, class. Miss Garcia taps raised paper people to the whiteboard. You've all done great work drawing, painting, building your homes, and writing essays. You'll find your papers and my comments in your homework folder. Over the weekend, I want you all to think about essay revisions, being more specific, developing your ideas. Now, she says, there is one person who, through their artwork, expressed home best. Deja, I'm proud. It's my little brother, not me. My little brother Ray cut out those paper dolls, people, family. I expect someone to say something not nice, but no one does. Stasia asks, who did the mouths? Lita, my baby sister. She's 2. Cute. I don't know if she means Lita or the circle mouths. I get it, says Sabine. Family makes home. They're all holding hands. Sabine clutches my hand. It feels good. Usually I'm the one clutching Ray or Lita's hand. Family is another word for relationships, I say. I've had time to think. Though she's looking at Miss Garcia, Sabine squeezes my hand. Me and Sabine have a relationship. She likes me no matter what. Ben does too. Neither cares where I live. I clutch Ben's hand, in friendship, like Sabine's clutching mine. Ben doesn't act surprised. Then Miss Garcia reaches out, taking George's hand on the right, Charles on the left. Everybody grabs a hand, some cleaner than others, some with painted or plain nails, some brown, some white, some colors in between. Miss Garcia nods at me. We make a home too, Miss Garcia's homeroom. Sappy, 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 Sabine laughs. Better than sour, I say. We're room 5 in Brooklyn Collective, adds Ben. A social unit, says Michael. Kids give him strange looks. My mom's a sociology professor. He says, his face turning strawberry red. He's cute, pops into my head. Sabine nudges me. What? Sabine just smiles. I stick out my tongue. Miss Garcia writes home above Ray's dolls. Beneath them, she writes social units. Handing out red, green, blue, and black markers, Miss Garcia asks, how many social units do you belong to? There's my church, synagogue, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. Kids start writing on the board. Football teams, gymnastics teams, dance class. A big list of stuff they do and people they do it with. I don't have anything like that. Just my family home, my school home. Avalon is not a social unit. I don't want it to be. Deja, look up social unit. Miss Garcia hands me the dictionary from her desk. I feel shy. I'm good at reading, but maybe not good enough for this school. Social unit, a unit such as an individual, a family, or a group of a society. Meaning, Miss Garcia, everyone is looking at me. I exhale, feeling Miss Garcia trying to mind meld. Think critically, I hear inside my head. Think critically. I gulp. Everyone's part of something larger. Right, says Ben, high-fiving me. We're a social unit. Deja, Sabine, and me. We're friends. Good friends, I think, but don't say. Miss Garcia hands me a marker. Diagram your ideas, Deja. I draw a circle around my doll family. I draw another circle that overlaps my family, and I write Ben, Sabina, and me. Then another circle overlaps my friends' names, and I write Brooklyn Collective. There's another circle, says Michael. Brooklyn. We live in Brooklyn. We're New Yorkers, too, says Manny. Manny loves the New York Knicks. All he likes to wear is blue and orange. We live in New York State, adds George. I draw another circle. I step back and stare at the circles. Miss Garcia is beaming like I've cracked some secret code. Think critically, class. We're all different but connected, says Angel. She stands beside me, shoulder to shoulder. What connects us? Some of us blink and some of us look at our feet. Miss Garcia speaks slow, her voice rising like a question. New York is one of our... Oh, I know. 50 states, says Sabine. America, says Ben. Is that why in music we've been singing My Country 'Tis of Thee? Miss Garcia laughs. Teachers like to coordinate. The circle keeps expanding, adds Michael, picking up another marker, writing and drawing. Americans become North Americans, Western Hemispheroids. That's not a word. We're humans, says Angel. Earthlings, says Charles. Maybe it doesn't stop there, says Michael. What if there are other universes? Everyone laughs, but I don't. For some reason, I'm remembering Pop, mad. Would this schoolwork make him mad too? Ben studies my face, like he already knows I'm uncomfortable and upset. I walk away from him toward the windows. It really is nice to have a classroom where you can see the sky above, the river below, see helicopters and boats. I imagine the huge gap the vanished towers must have left, like teeth pulled missing from the skyline, like Godzilla had planted his foot. My palms flatten against the glass. History is alive, Miss Garcia said. Miss Garcia, where did the tower people go? Except for a few gasps, everyone quiets. I turn. Folks are either staring at their feet or snickering. They think I'm acting out, but I'm not. I want to know stuff and understand. Dead, Michael blurts. They're dead. Like my cousin, adds Angel. I don't know him. I didn't know him. Miss Garcia stands beside Angel. It's very sad, but it's not all sad. There's a beautiful new tower there. She nods at the windows. Another mystery. Kids look at Miss Garcia. Some look at me. The ones looking at me know the answer, know something I don't know. At my old school, I'm not sure folks would have known about the missing towers. We didn't have classroom windows overlooking Manhattan. Our play yard had metal fencing and weeds, an abandoned building next door. I'm not dumb, but sometimes this school makes me feel I am. Ben looks at me, his fingers poking his glasses higher on his nose. Sabine's head is down, only pink silk shows. I blurt, Miss Garcia, if history is alive, how come everybody in the towers is dead? Not everybody, says Ben. He shrugs like he's saying sorry. That's right, only some, echoes George. Miss Garcia steps behind me. I see us both reflected in the glass. Deja, if home is about relationships, social units existing within larger units, how many do we share as a class? Sounds like a word problem. I hate word problems. Sabine counts circles. Family, friends, classmates, school, city, state, country. 7 circles. How many do we share with the people who used to work in the 2 towers? Ben's cowboy boots click like a girl's heels. Americans, he whispers, turning back toward the board. He picks up a red marker and starts overlapping the outer circles. New Yorkers, too, says Stasia. Ben adjusts and makes a circle overlapping the circles for New Yorkers and Americans. Ben comes and stands beside me. Everybody else is holding back. We're connected to the folks who died in the towers, even though I wish I wasn't a New Yorker, he mumbles. We're Americans. Miss Garcia, how many people died in the towers, asks Manny. 2,753, she whispers. The room is quiet except for a wall clock's tick-tock. Groups sound better, says Angel, not units. Tower people aren't like Lego people, pieces. I agree, Angel, and I like us. Everyone has special and unique, and like us, everyone has special and unique homes. Everyone belongs to social groups, has special relationships. Office mates, says Michael, friends, colleagues at work. My dad has friends at work. Schoolmates, too, argues Manny. Me and Angel are going to be best friends forever. Maybe a husband, pipes Lynn, who twists her red hair when she's nervous. A wife? Kids? They all had parents, grandparents, else they wouldn't be human. Another circle. I'm an only child, says Ravi. Wish I wasn't. Maybe some have. Had, I say. Had, echoes Ben. Ravi frowns. Brothers and sisters. Then they'd have, had, nieces and nephews, Lynn twists her hair. On and on, says Michael, drawing more circles. Everyone has or had their relationships. Some overlap. It's sad, says Stacia. One person dies and it ripples outward. Like waves, says Ben, like this, never-ending circles. I still don't understand. How can history be alive? The people in those towers are dead. It happened long ago. Not so long, says Miss Garcia. 15 years. I wasn't even born. I'm sorry they're dead, honest, but why should I care? Miss Garcia doesn't like my question. Her face is rigid. I'm not trying to be a smart mouth. Why should I care? It happened ages ago. A good question, Deja, says Miss Garcia, her voice trembling. Why should anybody care? Americans, answers Ben. We never stop being Americans. He says it flat, dull, like he's repeating something he's heard before. Sabine slides next to me and Ben. We watch a tugboat pulling a ship, leaves turning orange and brown on the shore, and the sky darkening with rain-filled clouds. School is supposed to teach you about life, not death, I think. I touch my forehead against glass. I want to make my life better. Dead people don't do that. History doesn't put bread on the table or buy clothes. All kinds of stuff happened in the past. Life goes on just fine. No, not so fine. But knowing about the past isn't going to make things better, or at least not for me. The bell rings. History, says Miss Garcia. Mr. Schmidt's project will further your understanding. I groan. I stop myself from rolling my eyes. School could be worse. It's better than home.